Welcome back everyone to my weekly Dragon Oracle card series. So the Dragon card for this week, the week of July 13th, 2025, is the White Gold Dragon from Lyra. The White Gold Dragon from Lyra. These dragons help connect us to the highest Christ light. They help us to develop our causal chakra, and they help us to bathe in the ninth dimensional Christ light. So the causal chakra is also sometimes referred to as the eighth chakra or the Bindu chakra. It is an energy center like all other of the main seven chakras of our aura and energy field, and it is located above the seventh chakra, above the crown chakra. And this is associated with the higher consciousness, higher spiritual understanding, and acts as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. This causal chakra helps to facilitate that connection to higher consciousness and that higher divine intelligence. So these white gold dragons are wanting to help us do that. The Christ light, again, that came up in one of the other cards, that's that divine universal influence and energy that gives life to all things, that illuminates all things. And this divine influence, this illumination, helps to guide us each to our aligned truth and our aligned path. So my name is Gia, and I am an intuitive psychic energy reader and healer. And when I was pulling this card, when I was getting ready to pull this card for this week, Spirit nudged me to take a look at a symbol. So what does that mean? In my energy work, in my energy healing, one of the techniques that I often use is symbols. So what I do is I ask Spirit, if I'm doing an individual reading for you, I would ask your Spirit to show me a symbol that represents whatever it is energetically that we want to take a look at. Whether it's something that we want to clear out of the energy field, that's typically what it is. But sometimes symbols can come through as affirmations as well. So the symbol that came through, and I intended this symbol to be for the collective group of people that will at any point, at any time in the future be watching this video. The symbol that came through was actually a spinning top and a plate spinning on top of that spinner. The spinning top was kind of a teardrop shape, and it had a little tip on the bottom where it was spinning, but then the plate on top was also spinning on this top. So the message from Spirit and the message from these white gold dragons from Lyra is about spiritual perfectionism. So there's a lot of effort and energy that Spirit was wanting to remind us that we put into trying to find exactly that perfect way to be that perfect spiritual being, right? How do we do it perfectly? We want to ascend, we want to do it brilliantly, we want everything to be perfect. And in that message, what also came through is that image of, in the circus where you have the person who's got a plate spinning on each finger and a plate spinning on their head. They're sitting on the ground. They've got plates spinning on their knees and on their feet. So when you're trying to keep all of that together, it's hard enough just to spin one plate on a stationary pin or stick, right? But then spin that top and then spin the plate on top of that. That takes a lot of concentration, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of focus. And so Spirit is saying that all of that focus and all of that attention on spiritual perfectionism, trying to do it right, trying to get everything perfectly aligned so that everything will just fall into place, that's actually counterproductive, because that energy of effort blocks the illumination of the things that are around us already, that are inherently illuminated with that divine Christ light. So we're actually blocking that from coming in and flowing into our lives in a natural ebb and flow, in a universal timing kind of way. So when I work with symbols and I clear, what I do is I heal that symbol. So I infuse it with healing energy, and this is with in meditation with intention. And I infuse that energy, I ground that off to the center of the earth, and I just keep present timing. I keep reminding the energy of that symbol that, you know, we are here in this present moment on July 13th, 2025, and we no longer need that effortful energy in our energy fields anymore. So I keep doing that until that symbol just fades away, disintegrates, falls down into the grounding. And so that is what I did for all of us who are going to be watching this video. I also noticed that as I was doing that, remember the fire dragons from last week? So the fire dragons, they came in again. They burn up that lower energy around you, the lower energies around you. They remind us that we're safe and protected. They remind us to stay connected to our determination and our inspiration, and so that we can clear our soul pathway. So these fire dragons came in again in the grounding of this symbol to help really clear and burn off that residual energy signature from that effort of just trying to keep this plate spinning. So I would love to be able to offer an opportunity to do more of an individualized healing for you around, it could be around the white gold dragons from Lyra. It could be from the fire dragon. It could be the golden Christed dragon. That was the week before. And the first one that we did in this series was the golden orange dragons. So I'd love to offer an opportunity to clear energy for you to welcome in the supportive energy of all of these dragons. The other thing that I thought was really interesting that I wanted to share, did you notice all of these dragons? They're gold, they're orange. What's with the gold and the orange? So I tuned in when I was pulling this card for this week, and I just asked the dragons and I asked Spirit, is there a reason that what we've pulled so far for this series is golden and orange? And there is a reason. So the dragons and Spirit were telling me that this golden vibrational frequency, this high vibrational frequency, is one that is important for the collective conscience of humanity to be able to embody. The other piece of that was very specific, that if you are someone that's watching this series, Spirit did say that each person that does watch this series is carrying this light already within them. They have that capacity already within them to hold this high vibrational golden frequency of energy so that they can radiate that out to others in your life. Okay, so know that the dragons and Spirit is recognizing that you already hold that light, you already hold that ability and capacity in your own way to embody that and to be a reflection of that for others. The other part of that message about the orange, the fiery orange, that's that determination, that's that inspiration, that's that compassion and that passion and that desire to be supportive of our communities, where we live, where we work, where we play, where we enjoy our lives, and to just bring that mirrored reflection of that light to our communities and be that example and be that mirror for others of how we can embody that light. So these are the messages that came through for this week. So I'm really excited about how this is going to continue to show up for me in my life and in my journey. I am going to, of course, as I always do, share the further details about these white gold dragons. These white gold dragons from Lyra. Again, Lyra is a constellation in the stars. You can look that up. And I'll try and include some links to Ninth Dimension, the Christ Light again. I'll try and include some links like that too. And my contact information, as always, is below. Reach out to me if you want to have a session, a healing session on clearing the pathway for this golden white gold dragon from Lyra, for the energy of their support to come through for you. A discount will be offered if that is if you reach out to me this week, scheduled for any time, and we can also do any of the dragon cards that have come up so far. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time.